Yeah, I had a feeling this was gonna happen again. I'm probably gonna guess that you guys did too. Honestly, we should have expected it since nothing has been going on with Resident Evil since the Separate Ways DLC. So a few days ago, I decided to go on Twitter to see what was happening with the community and just scrolling as usual and with my other interests outside of Resident Evil, I guess. I see a tweet talking about Resident Evil 9 leaks slash rumors as they are phrasing it, and I look to find the source is that it's from Reddit. I went to click on the thread, but it was deleted, and most of this was claimed by Dust Golem. I don't know who exactly ended up posting the thread on Reddit since the user wasn't shown either, but a Twitter account picked up on it, and I'm gonna go through with this and give my initial thoughts, and I will try my absolute best to be honest with y'all. I will also be saying some things about Dusk and just the entirety of Resident Evil leaks in general. So, without further ado, let's get into this little shitfest. I wanted to shout out Reno the Bouncer for tweeting this. If he didn't, I probably wouldn't have known about this. Maybe it's best if I didn't know, but let's see what we got here. A closing chapter on a few things. Have we not had discussions and conversations about this for the past year? Like, even before RE4 Remake came out, there were some fake RE9 rumors about Wendigos and Skinwalkers being in the game with a lady merchant. What happened to those? Well, they were obviously fake, and somehow a video talking about them got 2 million views. There's probably going to be quite a bit of people saying when 9 gets announced, well, weren't we supposed to get Wendigos and Skinwalkers? No. Now, we got a new batch of this stuff where it's a completely different topic and story, talking about closing things out, which is what the community has been talking about for so long after RE8. So this isn't really new at all. Both a closing and a beginning. Again, it's the same shit as I mentioned before, I don't even want to get into it. New story arcs to come after RE9. For the third time, it's the same shit I've been saying. The entire community has been saying this as well, as we want something new after RE9. Well, probably not the entire community, but a pretty decent portion of it, I would guess. We want some young, fresh blood stepping into the scene. Sherry Birkin, please come back, my queen. Maybe it's still with OG characters getting into new stories and other stuff, but who knows. But man, I don't know if we are stupid or not, but didn't Capcom show in RE8 and the DLC for that game that the Winters family story was done and we were going into new stories? Because I'm pretty sure they said that, and I'm pretty sure that's what we want. We can't keep acting like these are leaks. This is shit we've been either knowing about or discussing about for a very long time. Takes the series to new directions. Well, this can mean multiple things. One, that the gameplay could be different, the enemies could be different, and everything else, but I'm sure RE8 took the series to a new direction with vampire-like werewolf monsters known as Lycans, am I right? And it would make sense for them to do that because their last two games all contain a rescue mission, a castle, a village, a merchant, and a scientist-like main antagonist. I think it would be the most obvious call to do something different. I get RE4 is great and all, but you don't want a third straight game with a castle and village, and I don't want that. Now for characters again, this could mean a whole lot of things. Could some retire, die, or new characters get introduced? We don't know, and this Reddit user source is arguably one of the worst ones. The highest budget in RE history is the next one. Somebody's gotta let me know if RE4 Remake's budget is currently the highest in RE history, because I think we should know the budget for RE9 will be insane. Especially with a new generation of the RE engine coming out in a few years known as the REX engine. It seems very obvious. In development since 2018. Okay, this has been going around now for a few years, and the more and more I hear it, the more and more I don't believe it. You mean to tell me that RE2 Remake, RE3 Remake, and possibly RE4 Remake, along with RE8 and RE9, were all in development at the same time, and we're not even talking about the CGI team with Infinite Darkness and Death Island, and even the added on DLCs with the RE8 DLC and the RE4 Remake DLC. You're telling me that all of that stuff was all being developed at the same time, on top of the other games that Capcom works on like Street Fighter 6, Dragon's Dogma 2, all that? No, I just think it sounds ridiculous. The development is obviously in the works, but I'm telling you right now that it did not start in 2018. If anything, what I personally think is that it started around the release of RE8, which was 2021. But what do I know? I'm not the leaker here, am I right? Won't release until 2025 at the earliest. This is the last one, by the way. Is it just me, or has everyone predicted this game was going to come out in 2025? Like, is everyone watching this a Resident Evil leaker now? Should I make a burner account on Reddit and spam my wishlist for RE9 and phrase them as leaks? Because I can do that, and I'm sure you can too. We also said that the reveal trailer was going to be in 2024. Everyone predicted that as well, This is not new stuff. This is speculation at the best, especially with the source being Dusk Golem. Now, Dusk is like your friendly neighborhood Resident Evil leaker, quote unquote. But you know how Spider-Man is reliable? Dusk is the exact opposite and can be right every once in a while. I remember when he said Lady D was supposed to be Alex Wesker or something like that, and RE8 was supposed to be Revelations 3. Resident Evil Outrage, I think you guys remember that game that was heavily rumored, was supposed to be Revelations 3 as well, and had the plot ideas and everything, only to find out either the game got canned or it was just smoke and mirrors. Sure, he can be right sometimes, but how often is he right? And how often are these other leakers on Reddit? If anything, these guys are trolls wanting one of us RE content creators to give them platforms and make videos about them, which has worked for a very, very long time, and it's continuing to do so. I don't watch any Resident Evil content at all, and I know that some have made videos about this because I saw the titles and thumbnails. They might either be saying the same or different things like this video. I don't know. You guys are the judge of that if you watch them. Again, man, I'm just trying to be as real as possible with all of you about this entire thing. This video might be titled completely different from the other videos you have seen, so I'm just voicing my opinion on this. Leaks are not a terrible thing if they are legit, like that Albert Wesker concept art in 4 Remake, but typing a list and posting it on Reddit or 4chan is not a leak whatsoever, because there is no legit proof. There is a very big difference between leaks and rumors. What these guys are posting are rumors or wish lists or whatever you guys want it to be. The shit that happened a while back with GTA 6 was legit. The Albert Wesker concept art was legit. Those were leaks. Do you know why? Because there was proof. There is none with these whatsoever. All we have is a list and speculate off of it, and that's it. Maybe they just want attention and platforms. They're doing a good job at it, that's for sure. So I want to ask you guys a very important question. Should I stop making these leak videos or keep doing it and being as completely honest as I can be? If I have to say what I'm saying for every leak happening, and I gotta make 15 videos saying the same thing over and over again, it's going to get really tiresome. Hell, these leak videos are getting tiresome, and sometimes they're really easy to make for me personally. All of you guys should not be surprised if new lists come out either to close out this year or to begin the new year. I think, or I'm going to try my best to make sure that this is the last time I will be covering wishlist rumors, because I want to cover legit stuff. And I understand that it's going to be really hard to do that, but I can only hope for the best and, be able to control myself, I guess. If I have to give a message to any RE content creator watching this video as of right now, stop giving these trolls platforms, because the more we do it, the more those lists will come out. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, hit that sub button, and all that good stuff. And as always, I'll catch y'all in my next video. Peace out, and much love.